Hello everyone, we're back with Higanbana no Saku Yoru ni, translated to mean the unforgiving flowers blossom in the dead of night, also known as just Higanbana. When we last left off, we finished what was it called? The truth camera? The spirit camera. And I like that one a lot more than Meso Meso-san. Maybe just because it was Ominako, but those are different kanji. Whatever they mean. It's been about a month since I last recorded Higanbana. I've been mainly playing Final Fantasy X because my backlog was almost up for it. But I'll start uploading Higanbana in like the next week or so. Well, like 2 weeks. I still have Faker and Order to upload. So I figured I might as well start building a bit of a backlog. And yeah, I've been waiting to play this. So this one's called... Wait, did I talk about... I talked about it enough. I think. Like, sometimes I'm like, okay, I'll save my thoughts for that to the next episode, but I forget if I did that or not. But we're here with the Princess's Lie, so I'm not really for sure where this is gonna go. Like, so Chapter 2 was pretty much a continuation of Chapter 1. Like, is it gonna be the same thing here, or is it just gonna branch off to its own thing? It could be either or, really. Princess makes me think it's gonna be like a rich girl. And I don't know, is she gonna be the bully here, or is she gonna be the bullied? Princess makes me think she's gonna be the bully, but it could go either way. And then she lies. That's just, let me say, it's a wild guess, I know. Crazy. Oh. Not the song I was expecting. As I opened the door, everyone in the class turned around to look at me as usual. Yeah, okay. 100% a rich girl. Come on. Good morning, everyone. Or just like the girl that everybody likes. Either or. Or both, I mean. With my greeting, I was met with everyone's wide smiles. They showed feelings of affection, respect, and desire. Did someone say desire? What is it? Yami Yokirizaku o desire? I think I got it right. Although I might not be aware of it, I'm enveloped with a sense of superiority from the moment I step through the classroom door every morning. I just like to imagine the entire class as Kinzo. Good morning, Midori. Good morning. Good morning, Princess Midori. Okay, I think I found the princess, guys. Good morning. Stop with the princess, alright? Everyone lovingly refers to me as princess. When they call me that, it makes me feel different than the rest. I'm just a tad alienated. But it's not like anyone has any ill will in warmly referring to me like that. So even though it's a bit embarrassing to admit it, I'm starting to accept that nickname. This girl's name is Midori Kusunoki. Her classmates have lovingly given her the pet name Princess. She's the princess of this class. Good morning, Princess. Sakie from the seat next to me was greeting me. She might have intended to express a calm voice, but her voice seemed a bit nervous. I was like, okay, it's not have, no, wait, it's have. I was like, wait, no, what? Oh, good morning, Sakie. Sakie's face suddenly brightened up when I called her name. I intended to be really casual, but my friends were being far too humble. I see you have a lovely dress this morning as well. What? Is it not a uniform? But actually, I feel like that's different clothing than what Marie was wearing. You have some real fashion sense, Midori. Thank you. I begged Mom for this. It's my favorite when she bought it for me. Okay, it's not a uniform. Okay. If you want, I'll let you have it next time. Really? I'd be happy, but I can't do that. No. I think even this dress that you complimented as lovely would be happy if I let you wear it, Sakie. That's not it. It's lovely because a princess is wearing it. For someone like me to wear it, something like that. I can't do it, I can't! Sakie needs to work on her self-esteem. Sakie politely and nervously declines. Midori was a child from a wealthy household. Called it! I'm a genius! So she had lots of beautiful Western-style dresses. Although receiving the princess's clothes and the like might have made Sakie really happy, it also filled her with anxiety. Sakie really couldn't take her clothes. Maybe these long sleeves are a bit too long for this season. But even in the summer, I have to wear long sleeves or else my skin will get sunburned real quick. With your porcelain white skin, you have to be sure to keep those sleeves in mind, Princess Midori. Thank you. But Sakie, your skin is also fair. No way! You're too nice. Too nice! Oh, did you do your Japanese homework? Maybe it was because Midori complimented how fair her skin was, but Sakie had turned bright red. And so, without any rhyme or reason, she changed the topic to Japanese homework. Japanese homework? Oh no. That was due today? I was up late last night memorizing my lines, so I completely forgot about the homework. Because she's in drama club. Or the equivalent. Ah! And if you'd like, you can copy mine. Like, do they have clubs in elementary school in Japan? This is elementary school, right? It's not middle school? Wait, is it middle school? I don't know. And then if you'd like, you can copy mine. Look, copying homework, that's immoral. Don't do it. Just take the blame. Can I? It must be hard for you to memorize those stage lines. I'll let you copy it because it's the neighborly thing to do. Sakie opened her own notebook and respectfully handed it over as if it was a diploma. Thank you. I'm really happy that we're friends, Sakie. Oh no! This is all too much! Even Sakie's ears turned bright red as she grinned in embarrassment. After all, no one in this class had the honor of being called Princess Midori's friend. Good morning, Midori. Fumie finally showed up just before class was about to start. Just like Sakie, Fumie was one of Princess Midori's followers. Hey, did you see this one chapter of Sea Cats? Yeah! What happened to that one? Oh yeah, they introduced some mechanic called the Red Truth, which is really weird since this implies it's a manga probably. So it's in black and white, but let me tell you, it was wild. It was awesome, right? Felt it was a dramatic development. Sea Cats is a popular serialized manga in this class. Its rather dark themes are seen as a bit of a problem by the parents in the school. However, the majority of the students in this class are reading it behind closed doors. Of course, as one of those fans, Midori doesn't miss a chapter and buys one every month. Seems like there's gonna be an anime starting next month too. When was Higanbana published? I know the Umineko anime was 2009, but this was like 2000. No, Umineko finished in 2010 or 11. So this is like 2011, 2012. I'm so excited. Oh, is that true? I didn't know. What? Midori, you didn't know? Fumie shouted hysterically in astonishment and delight. Her delight was because of the new gossip she had to share with Princess Midori. But this was a service from Midori. Truthfully, she already read that an anime adaptation was being made. By pretending that she hadn't heard about it before, she was letting Fumie feel happy. It wasn't as if she was just being doted on. By spreading a bit of goodwill to those around her, she was being modestly considerate of others. Fumie was happily giving explanation after explanation about the anime version they hadn't heard about. From who the main characters' voice actors were, what studio was in charge of it, and who was directing it. Fumie might have been happy, perhaps even honored to talk to Midori like that. Huh, that's neat. Since it starts after drama club practice, watching it every week would be hard to do. Okay, so it is drama club. I wasn't for sure if it would be like a club or like a required elective, or I don't know. So I'm pretty late at night, isn't it? Oh, but just tell me if you can't watch it, okay? I'll record it for you. Thank you, Fumie. When does this take place? Do you think they still have VHS players? Well, no, that's called a VCR. My bad. I'm truly happy you're my friend. Of course. We're friends after all, right? Fumie blushed, just like Sakie. There's no other blushing girl in this class that ever received words of gratitude from Midori. Midori Kusunagi, the girl called Princess, who every girl in the class swooned over. She lived a completely satisfying school life without any insecurities. Until today. Hey Princess, that girl is looking over here again. Sakie, who's letting me copy her paper, whispered to me. That girl? Followed Sakie's uncomfortable glare towards the back of the classroom. Just as Sakie had said, I noticed Nozomi Kawada was staring over this way. I don't believe that's a name we've heard before. Seriously, I have a bad feeling about that girl. She's always staring at the princess. She's just jealous of Midori. In her last class, it seemed she was treated like a princess. Sakie and Fumie scowled and whispered. Evidently, Nozomi Kawada was also a child of a wealthy household. However, she was receiving the exact opposite treatment that Midori had. Nozomi took pride in her family's wealth and flaunted it. But Midori wasn't boastful, and just kind to everyone. Naturally, Midori was called Princess and adored by everyone. On the other hand, Now Nozomi was almost completely ignored by the girls in class. Or rather, she was being bullied. In last year's class, it seems she was pampered and portrayed as the pridefully rich princess. She has the complete opposite treatment this year. The seat she once occupied as princess now belonged to Midori. Undoubtedly, she felt jealous. Being jealous was all she could do. Since this was clear to Sakuya and Fumie, they returned her sharply unpleasant glare. I thought I was called princess. I wouldn't like it if Midori was called that. Yeah, Midori's a different princess of a different caliber than her, though. Just how long does she intend to keep staring at her? I know, right? Midori's probably uncomfortable too. Perhaps I should go talk to her? With a scary look on her face, Fumie stood up from her chair with a crack. As if wordlessly implying she wouldn't lose to her as Midori's loyal retainer, Sakuya quickly stood up as well. Stop it, the both of you. Every day, someone in class said terrible things about Nozomi or played terrible pranks on her. Who knows what kind of abuse she had suffered today alone. On a morning like this, Midori didn't want to see the bullying start so soon. Sakuya and Fumie were staring at Nozomi with an explosive tension. Hey you, just who do you think you're staring at anyway? If you got a problem, then say it. I'm listening? Oh, that's a... The question mark there made it sound like a question. Because that's what those do, but... If Nozomi replied back with a single word, they might use that as an excuse to end it. Since Nozomi understood that, she didn't say a single word. No, she didn't reply at all. Stop it, the both of you. Midori shouted a bit when she spoke. Her loyal subjects jumped with surprise at the loud voice of their beloved princess. I don't want to see any bullying this morning, so stop it. Alright? Why not, like, instead of this morning, like, at all? Princess. Kawada, next time you stare at her, there'll be no mercy, alright? At least for now, they settled down. But it doesn't change the fact that Nozomi Kawada is still hated and bullied during class. After hearing Midori said she didn't want to see any bowling, her classmates didn't do any bowling for a while. At least not in front of her. Of course, that doesn't mean the bowling stopped. Midori thought it was unfortunate that she couldn't save Nozomi. She also believed she could stand up for her. But in reality, Nozomi Kawada was arrogant and took pride in her family's wealth. Even now, if they let her speak up, Nozomi's pride made her want to look down on Midori. Even Midori realized the irrationality of this world. No matter how friendly you are to them, there are people you cannot get along with in this world. Nozomi Kawada was one of them. It's because of the bullying against her, which might have been cruel, but all she could do was see it or pretend not to see it. After all, Midori thought that if Nozomi wanted protection, she didn't want to be protected by her. I'm sorry. Midori apologized from her heart. But if I were to say that, it would be pitiful, and yet, after all, everyone likes me, tries hard to support me, and is concerned for me. Kawada-san would be fine if only she would too. But why doesn't she? She brags about her family's wealth, even though no one can sympathize. Last year's class might have spoiled her by letting her get away with that. However, it's not like anyone will praise someone for having pride in being a rich person. I think being picked on is unfortunate, but the sooner she realizes why she's being picked on, the sooner she can fix that problem herself. Aside from staring at me in class until now, this isn't really a simple matter. However, if she stopped bragging about being rich, then over time everyone's attitude towards her would change. And if they slowly change their minds, she might even be able to make some friends. If she did that, then someday, I think she might stop being bullied. If she did that, then she might even become my friend. I believed that that thought reached Nozomi. Once again, I turned my gaze back to Sakuya's paper and proceeded to copy her homework. Ow! I was like, oh no, heart attack! Katawa Shoujo flashbacks. Midori grimaced as she felt a sudden pain on her arm. It wasn't a pain from a bone, the throbbing of an old wound, or anything like that. It was more direct. It was as if an invisible man had struck her across the arm. Wondering what happened, I looked around the room, and all that spread out before me was the scenery of an uneventful classroom. Saki and Fumie were both having a friendly conversation. It's impossible for someone to just come by and hit me without those two noticing it. Before that, I was just finishing up my homework here like this. Does that mean someone was able to hit my arm without them noticing? I thought something might have flown and hit me, but it didn't really feel like that. First of all, even if something did, there's nothing rolling around to indicate that. What's wrong? Are you alright, Midori? When they took notice of me, Fumie and Sakuya were looking at me with concern. Yeah, I'm fine. It's nothing. The bell sounded. Saki and Fumi, I started getting ready for class. And I looked at my arm again. It must have been nothing. Or it could have been a yokai. The truth is, this isn't the first time. Lately, something like this has been happening from time to time. Suddenly, I'll feel a pain somewhere on my what? My body. There are times when I feel that something had to have touched me. During those times, I've also felt a pain that sends me cowering. And like at that point too, like now I'd feel it in my arm, in my stomach, in my back. It's not a specific place. From the beginning, I've thought about whether it's my imagination or something. But lately, I feel like those chance moments when I feel those mysterious pains around their eyes. Perhaps this could be, I don't know, some kind of really bad illness? If it's so severe, I'll be honest with my parents, and if they think I should, they'll certainly take me to get looked at in the hospital. Oh, black tea gentleman. Just, what kind of sickness is this? Pardon? What's black tea gentleman? When I muttered that in my own mind, a teacup appeared flying through the air. Oh, she's a chuuni! Oh! Okay. Then a teapot appeared floating in the air, and it poured ordinary black tea into the teacup. And then the figure of an elegant man taking a cup elegantly up to his lips slowly appeared. So he's actually a yokai, right? She's not actually, well, she could be Chuuni still, but wait, hold on. How do I? There's not a button, but this is just Battler if he grew up like 20 years and got a white streak in his hair. Like he has the cross, but he had a lot to his collection. I call this mysterious man the Black Tea Gentleman, because whenever he appears, he's always drinking black tea. In the middle of the classroom, filled with idle chatter, in a strangely arranged tuxedo outfit, was a strange gentleman standing and tasting his tea. Of course, I was the only one who could see him. This Assam tea smells wonderful this morning. What do you say? Oh my! Whatever is the matter? Lately, I've been getting these sudden pains. Oh my. Do you think it's bad enough that it will interfere with your practice? It's not that bad, but it's always suddenly frightens me, and there's something weird about it. Well, then it's nothing to worry about. The Black Tea Gentleman said this indifferently. Is it alright not to worry about it? Yes. Anyway, now isn't really the time to be worrying about that, is it? Don't you have an extremely important role in the upcoming play? Yes. And I have so many lines to remember, it's quite difficult. Shouldn't you focus your time on that? Thinking worrying about other things just shows you're losing your focus, wouldn't you say? When he said that, I didn't respond. This upcoming role I want to play in the drama club is an extremely important role. This role is so important that if I were to mess it up, the entire play would be ruined. Maybe that kind of pressure caused me to feel some kind of imaginary pain. Perhaps I'm just feeling occasional pains in my chest from the stress. You're right. It bothers me, but I suppose I have no choice, right? That's how it is, you see. Don't worry about it. He kept saying not to worry about it. The pain in my arm was already fading away. When I agreed with him, the Black Tea Gentleman disappeared. He's probably not human. Then what is he? A monster? A yokai? There's no reason to think too much about his real identity. He's the Black Tea Gentleman, a mysterious figure who revealed himself to me, and he brought me a new life from who I once was. What's that mean? When I went to the drama club room after, what if this is just Yakushio 7 subverting my expectations and she's actually just a chuuni? He subverted my subverted expectations. I can see it happening. Things were already underway. Oh. Under the direction of the club president, everyone was performing stretching exercises with enthusiasm. I'm sorry, I'm late. As I enter the room, everyone stops what they're doing and looks at me. Adoration, admiration. She is really full of herself. They were improper glances to give to someone who was late. Hey, keep stretching. The club president clapped his hands. Even he had been enchanted by Midori for an instant. Kusunoki, you've been late a lot lately. Sorry, I had some trouble getting changed. I'll be more careful in the future, I said with a smile. As the club president realized what that meant, he turned red and looked away in embarrassment. Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine as long as you're more careful. Our upperclassman club president got along well with the teachers, was very popular among the girls at school. Even someone like him would show Midori a smile like that. Why do none of these characters have sprites? Like, are none of them relevant? The princess of the classroom was even a princess in the drama club. But perhaps it makes more sense the other way around. Because she was the princess in the drama club, she was the princess in the classroom. She's called princess because she shines beautifully on stage. She was loved by students from other classes and even different grades. As Midori went looking for a place to stretch, the other club members made way in response, as if she were passing through the audience to the stage. Thank you. She smiled and thanked them. Everyone shyly looked away. It was exactly as if flowers would blush with just a smile from Princess Midori. Our school drama club had a lot of members, and although it was a cultural club, it was completely sport-oriented. Everyone changes into gym outfits during club hours. To improve our endurance, we run around the school where we head down to the riverbed, practice shouting to exercise our vocal cords. It's almost like the world in glass mask. Should we be saving a look? I'll look at it after the episode. Well, like, at the end of the episode. And now it has become a tradition to have a performance at the end of every semester where we act in front of all the students in school on stage. Is that a tradition? Like, that's what drama club does? Today's the very important day where the roles of the performance will be decided. It was as if all the club members were overflowing with excitement. Basically, when it came to casting the play, members would start calling out the part they wanted to play. If the advising teacher and club president saw no problems, then it was decided on the spot. So, either she's gonna get the starring role, let's just say Juliet, because everyone, it's gonna be Romeo and Juliet, I'm calling it. And, no, it's probably not gonna be. That'd be a weird play for, like, a 5th grade class to perform. Who knows what it'll be, but either she's gonna get it and someone's gonna be mad, or someone else is gonna get it, and, what's her name? Midori's gonna get jealous and turn into Nozomi. And if the advising teacher and club president saw no problems, then it was decided on the spot. But 2 more people wanted the same role, they would audition in front of everyone. This time the play we are performing will be the classic Yakinjima. Wow! I wonder what that's a reference to. It's a mysterious play that is like a fantasy, but it's also a mystery. I just couldn't get that. It's also like a mystery. So there's some very difficult content to work with if the actors don't understand the emotions they have to portray, but they cannot transmit the message of the story. It's a really difficult play, but our advising teacher has chosen this as a challenge for us. I see Rikushi 07's very full of himself too. The leading role of the witch is no ordinary role, and it requires real acting ability. But I want to make that role mine. This play and this role. If I can do it, I want to realize the expectations of the teacher who believed in me. The leading actress has to be Midori-san, obviously. She's the only one who can play the role of the witch. That witch was also the protagonist of this play. There are other characters that are introduced, but it quickly turns into a one-woman show, and the perfection of the play hinges upon the acting ability of the one playing the witch. So it's episode 7? The club members whispered amongst themselves that no one else except Midori could play the role. It was most likely that no one else would announce their candidacy for the role of the witch. To suggest that someone would compete with her on acting ability was beyond absurd. Midori Kusunoki was more than a princess in the drama club. She resembled a queen. Of course, she wasn't so naive as to think she would automatically be given the part of the witch. She also knew that her teacher had chosen this place specifically to test her acting abilities. Hold on, let me take a drink. Okay, sorry. After all, he had given her lessons on the role of the witch for ages now in preparation for today. The teacher was staring intensely at Midori. It was a look as if to say, "Magnificent! Now make the role of the witch your own." If for some reason Midori didn't prove to be a very good witch, he might even intended on cancelling the play altogether. In other words, player Akajima might as well have been chosen just for Midori's sake. Watch me, sensei. No matter what, I'll show you a fitting performance for the role of the witch. And then Midori's eyes filled with determination in response to her teacher. Unlike Midori, who was almost guaranteed to get the role, the other club members were still worried whether or not they would get their own parts so easily. What should I do if I don't get any of the parts? I'd hate getting stuck doing the odd jobs. This place seems to have a lot of props and whatnot, too. Shouldn't worry about that. I mean, look, there's a kid who will do it all for us. Nozomi! Their eyes shifted to the corner of the club room. There's a single girl, isolated from everyone and doing her stretches. It was Nozomi Kawada. And she's gonna get the part of the witch. Or she wants the part of the witch. One of those. Incidentally, she was also a member of the drama club. Just stretching out with her head down while everyone avoided making eye contact with her. Looking at her like that, all at once, the other club members started whispering, ugly, disgusting. Their voices extended out to Nozomi. There's no doubt that she heard what they were saying, and yet she silently continued to stretch as if it didn't bother her at all. Perhaps she was silencing her thoughts and pretending not to hear. She wasn't just bullied in the classroom, but here as well. Midori felt sorry for her. It wasn't as if Nozomi was as ugly as everyone was slandering her out to be. On the contrary, her face made her seem beautiful. Rather than a smile prideful of her wealth, if she could smile from the bottom of her heart, then her face would surely shine even brighter. I too was once ignorantly prideful of my family's wealth. Thankfully, I realized my arrogance and changed my ways. If I hadn't done that, I'd be Nozomi Kawada. Just as sometimes she's staring at me, sometimes I'm also staring at her. What are you daydreaming about? It's your turn. Eh? Oh, thank you. The black tea gentleman appears and tells Midori that her time has come. Walking towards the teacher, I'd announced what role I wanted to play, and I'll demonstrate that performance. My silence fell over the other club members sitting on the floor. I stood up, alone. I stepped forward. Kusunoki-san, what part do you want to play? The teacher asked. Without losing that self-confidence, with a strong nod I replied, Midori Kusunoki, on the role of the witch, be it Torishi-sama. Even though it was what everyone expected, they all let out low gasps. Splendid. And how about you show us a performance? Complicated lines, complicated delivery, and a tender expression. He was asking to see the fruits of all my labors from so long ago up to this day. After being urged to perform by my teacher, I quietly began to focus. At that moment, that pain ran through me once again. Even now, at a time like this, again. This time it was my shoulder. Of course, it wasn't like anyone hit my shoulder, or like anything flew or hit it. But it was a pain as if I had suddenly been hit by something. Kusunoki-san, what's wrong? The club president called out. Oh no, it's nothing. Hoping it would help ease my mind, I circled my arm around once. There wasn't any pain anymore. What's the matter? It's finally time to show them what you've been working for until today, you know? Even the black tea gentleman was cheering me on. Perhaps I'm just nervous. Or perhaps it's because I was too worried about Nozomi Kawada. She stirs my memory. When I look at her, it's as if I'm looking at myself before I was born again. As Midori was trying to perform the role of the witch, she remembered herself as she was during one semester. Flashback time! It's Ice Guya, or Ice Kaguya. That's a Kaguya reference. It was before I was born again. For me, that time was as far away as a past life. But in terms of time, it was a reminder of the semester from a mere 2 months ago. Even trying to remember is hazy, and the memory seems distant now. There's yokai in play. That Midori-chan, she's always so haughty. It's like she's showing off how rich she is way too much. One of the female classmates suddenly pointed at Midori as she said that. The girl had good looks, excellent grades, and even popularity among her classmates. All the time, she stood far above me in terms of class hierarchy. That's right. It wasn't far in the distant past that I started being pampered with the name Princess. Started this semester. For me, this seems so as far away as the past life, but in reality, it only happened just last semester. But that girl began to point. In a flash, my other classmates joined in. Midori Kusunoki is an arrogant and rich snob. And that label stuck. For 3 days straight, the entire class all began to bully Midori. Those were painful days to remember. Her heart was crushed. It didn't just cross her mind once or twice that she wanted to up and die. And that bullying didn't just stay in the class, but it also spread to the drama club. It even went so far as to affect her role in the performance at the time. She was made to perform only the unwanted work. Even her fellow club members that she got along with began to spread rumors about Midori. She was isolated both in the classroom and in the club room. I was exactly like Nozomi Kawada is now. Oh, I get it. Because when I'm looking at her, it hurts. The scars on my heart. From my past life. Then one day, I met him. That otherworldly man. The one known as the Black Tea Gentleman. That day, Midori was forced to do all the odd jobs for the drama club. The music shifted. So, I want to end the video relatively soon, so I think I'm going to call it there. It's kind of in the middle of a scene, but it's also not in the middle of a scene. So let's go back to the title scene. And what was it? Glasslock? Glossary. Glass Mask. It's a popular shoujo manga written by Sugue Miyuichi. It's been in circulation since... I'm assuming that's 1976, but that looks like 1876 to me. The story revolves around Maya Kitajima and her pursuit of her dream in becoming an actress. Chapter 3 of Higanbana, Midori refers to the extreme training methods found in the story. This text is really small. Oh, the cycles. Okay, I see. So yeah, guys, so that's it for the episode. I'll be back next time with some more Higanbana, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.